So we're back. Nice, nippy December morning, and wanted to do just a property tour. We have 15 acres, and where I wanted to start was the house site. Wanted to start here because this is where we have put in a lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. A lot of work when it is with just our hands. We had some instances where family has helped us, but a lot of it's just a lot of hand a lot of hand work, hand tools. Then eventually my husband was able to get an excavator in here and knock over some things. In this video we will insert some pictures to see, so that you guys can see what it looked like before we knocked down the tree, so you can see the work that we actually did. So if you bear with me and follow along, you'll see what it looks like, and prayerfully we will have a house down here in the near future. So follow me.
On the leaf.
baby know how to drive already.
Not entirely sure if you can hear the wind. It's a little windy out here this morning, but I just wanted to give a wide shot of what it looks like currently. Well, like I said, this was just trees, just pure woods. It actually was a very old house that was back here in the woods. Um, don't make me lie to you. I can't even tell you how long ago that house that was here was back here, but it was surrounded by woods. Um, but it was bricks, trees. We got out here with saws, snips, trash cans, chains. We used a side by side, and we were pulling, cutting, burning, just a lot of things by hand, and it took a lot. We started on this journey maybe 2019, I believe. Don't quote me, but it was around that time. And sometimes you just have to do things, you know, bit by bit. And this is where it has gotten us this far. Like I said, the next step is to get a house placed on this site. Love to have definitely have a spot where we can entertain, have family events. We definitely have plans for the entire property. And after we do this house site tour, we will also do a tour of the entire property, 15 acres. But I think we're very proud of this because of all of the the sweat equity that we had to put into this. This hillside right here is where we plan to put the home. Don't ask when it's coming, just know it's coming. That's all I can say. I will say that I have to keep my husband off the tractor sometimes. Can't tell if you in this video if you can see the crown in this. He gets a little antsy because he can't not stop working. If he's sitting, something's wrong. So he likes to get outside to find something to do, and he's maybe I need to get this a little flatter. And I'm like, leave it alone, leave it alone. Thankfully, somebody else was able to let him know that there's not much dirt work that needs to really be done that's left, just a little scraping. So leave it like it is. But I tell you, it's hard to keep that man from doing some work. But yeah, keep on walking. There's probably a couple more trees that have to be taken down. We want to maintain a sense of some privacy and some shade, but with some things that we still need to do as far as preparation for it. I think all these are going to have to come down, and the reality of it. Yeah, we wanted to keep some shade, but for what we're going for and how close that would be to the house, that's going to be too close. Now, going down here, this is a drop off. It'll have to be maybe even out a little bit. But down on this area over here, working on a pond. It's a little grown up over here. It's getting cold now. We're in December. So the plan is to try to clean this up a little bit since it's colder. Those snakes are hopefully hibernating or moving a lot slower. So we have the opportunity to get out of their way. But when we do the other part of the property tour, we will take you over there so that you can see our vision for the property. I think you'll enjoy that and see where we're coming from. But yeah, the plan is a pond that you'll be able to see from the house site. And the dog is barking. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Yeah. Let's pan back around. It's going back up the house site. I'm going to walk back so I can get a shot from the back side so you can see towards the front. Like I said, very proud just because I know how much work that we have actually put into this. Let's see. Let's see if I can get a good view from this angle. Yeah. Man, that sky is just beautiful. Yep. This is the house site. But like I said, we will insert pictures so that you can see the beginning stages of what it looked like when we bought the property and before we actually. Okay, so now we're on the actual side where the pond is that my husband is working on. So I just wanted to give you guys a view of this area. So let me walk up here a little bit. And I'm just gonna do a little pan and then we'll get a little closer to it. This is a little pond area. It's a walkable path to get there. And now we're going to get a little closer so you can actually see the work that has been done. So, of course, we need to clean up this grassy type area, weeds, whatever you want to call it. But this is the pond area. This is all natural water that's flowing. I can hear the water running. I'm not sure the camera will actually be able to pick up that sound, but it's actually very peaceful because all you hear is the sounds of nature out here. Water's running really good. I said we got to get it cleaned up around this area, which is the plan. Of course, we have the dirt that came up out of the hole. And then this area, which you may or may not have seen previous video, is a little mud hole. Ultimately, we gotta get a pipe through here. This is gonna get this filled in so that you can come in here without all this. It's basically gonna be a drivable path to get in here to the pond. Drivable or walkable. Make it easy so that you can really just walk down in here. But for right now, it's a little play hole. And then, geez, these sticker briars. But also, there's another path right here. Again, because we have these natural springs on the property, we do have to get some pipes so that we can get that water just flowing. I really feel like more grass has grown up in the last week or so. But yeah, all this area over here is wet because there's water running up under all of that. You want trails? We got trails all through here, to be honest with you, or potential areas for trails. Not entirely sure of the plan for this area right here. Maybe we'll update you guys in the future. It may just stay like this. Like I said, we want to maintain some woodiness for privacy. And then, of course, this is another semi-trail. It's not complete, but it's walkable. Let's put it that way, to get you from this pond area to the other trail, the main trail. It's walkable. I wouldn't drive anything down here unless you want to get stuck. Okay, so we are on the lowlands part of the property. This area we have thinned out a pretty good amount of trees. So if you have watched any of our previous videos, probably asking where are they getting all those trees from, this is some of it. Thinning this out to actually help some of the other trees grow, and also just to open it up for some of our trails. Also, some of these trees are kind of dying a little bit because of beetles. Let's see if I can get you where you can actually see it. Up there at the top. Yeah, those beetles are working on these pines on this property. Kind of got to figure out something for them, but yeah, we're going to try to thin out some more of these pine trees around here. Let's continue through here. And like this tree right here, some of the stuff around here, we want to clip and trim these areas around these trees. We have a lot of that going on around here. This is the time of the year to get it done. Again, things like this, we want to get those cleaned up. And then we have sections like this where we have basically too many trees that have basically grown together. Kind of want to thin some of those things up. And then we have an area back here. Let's see. Let's extend it a little bit. In the back, there's an area back there with a natural spring that runs through the property. I'm not going to walk back there right now because I don't have on the proper shoes.
Water.
What?
See the waves coming from it? Might be some minnows, baby fish. I'm gonna move down that minnow and look and see.
Oh, that's kind of cool though. Okay, as you can see, this massive oak tree, this like walking trail, and this big open space. Ultimately, the plan is for this to be like a gathering spot for family gatherings. Want to have like picnic tables and chairs, and this is just a perfect spot with this big tree providing shade and covering. This is just really, this land is just beautiful. Again, we will insert pictures so that you can actually see what it looked like before we cleared this up. As I said, we did a lot of things by hand. Of course, my husband used an excavator as well to get the larger trees out the way, but a lot of things were done with saws, snips, the trailer, a lot of things just picking up by hand. But as a route around here, I call this area a green space. I just say that because it's just a flat green space area. I'm sure people say this is just like a plot. Maybe a garden, maybe a plot for deers. Endless possibilities. We'll see. Now this area over here is the backside of the pond that my husband started to dig earlier this year. Pretty grown up right now. We have to get in here to do some cleanup. We got to figure out our next steps to do that, so we'll get that up eventually. But I did want to show this because just to give you an angle, because the house site is what you can see from here. That hill, that outline, that's a house site. what you saw from the other side. So you come out the back door, look out your back porch, and you'll be able to see the pond. And it's just a beautiful view from that side. It's just perfect. You really just can't beat that view. Just want to back up a little bit so that you can see what we're picturing. And I'm just gonna pan around a little bit. Just again, just so you can see what we have in mind. A couple trees are probably gonna have to come down. When you're in the midst of doing things, you think, okay, that looks pretty good. And then once everything gets cleared away, you think, maybe I should have done this a little different. But like I said, we have a plan for what we want to do. But I did just want you guys to see the vision. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to get on side by side so that we can actually take you through the property. It's a 15-acre property, so we'll do like a trail ride. Let my husband drive. He may try to get the speed up a little bit, but just so that you guys can see what we have and what we can do, false, and maybe what we want to do. So I'm just gonna walk out through here a little bit. Like I said, just the idea of this area, just perfect. There's a lot of things that we can do here. All right, so I'm just gonna pan the camera so you can get an idea of what we're looking at on the property. And then we're gonna head on straight to look at some other areas out here. As you can see, there's plenty of pines out here. Plenty. I'm going to take you to an area to show you some maybe future plan that we want to do. So maybe open this up a little bit. So this area right over here is basically like a trail. Let's see. It basically diverges off from the main trail. So I'm gonna walk you back. Just so you can get a view. So basically this comes off the main trail, and what we want to do is to open up this so it's a little wider. So a couple trees are gonna have to go bye-bye and get some of this dirt out of this bank a little bit to push it back on this side over here. And of course, some of these ponds, big tall. So yeah. So in particular, this area right here, because there's this bank right here, we want to widen out this path right here. And then I like this I believe this is a cedar tree right here. So in order for this one to thrive, I think this one is gonna have to go. We'll see. Okay, this is our man-made trail. This was not done by machine. This was done by hand. Chainsaws, snips. Well, yeah, machine came and helped smooth out some things. But me and my husband basically just came through here. We used to side by side though, didn't we?
Yeah.
With the chain to help pull. And a couple of times I thought we was gonna get stuck. But this down here was it this area or?
Yeah, it's flooded.
This used to be flooded all the time. We got stuck in this area. Used to come riding through here and get stuck. But it's just amazing how far this has come. All the way up through this trail. Let me see if I can climb this hill. Just walking. But yeah, this can be a walking trail. All the way through here. Starting to get a little higher up in elevation. And eventually we're going to approach the highlands part of the property. Got the highlands and the lowlands. The higher part of the property and then the lower part. But turn you to the side. As you can see, all this side over here is untouched. So you still got your wooded area. We really haven't decided what we're going to do. Have some ideas, but hadn't really decided. But this is the other side. Like I said, some areas you want to keep untouched because you want to maintain that wooded look, privacy. I mean, we're in the country. So I'm going to keep climbing this hill. Getting a little cardio in. I think I remember using the side by side and the chain to like try to pull trees out of the center of this trail, and then the back end getting pulled. And I know during that process because I didn't grow up being a country girl. I grew up in the country, but I wasn't a country girl per se. So he's telling me to push the gas, and I'm just tapping. And the back end of that side by side is just like fishtailing. So I guess I'm learning to become a country girl. Yep. But I don't know if you can really see. It's like a ditch that runs through there. And all these leaves, we used to walk through all of this. I don't know if it was just being motivated or being a little crazy, a little both. Just going through here in the summertime. I'm almost at the top of the hill, just walking. Okay, so I've made it to the top of the hill. Just wanted to see if you can see what I'm kind of mean about the elevation, where we're up higher here. Let's see. All these leaves, I'm very glad that it's, I guess it's winter, officially winter. Yep, we're up on a higher plane. Like I said, we try to keep some of this area just untouched. Now this is also the highlands part of the property. This is where a lot of the red oak is located. This is also the area during the springtime where a lot of the ferns grow, and I am terrified of this area during that time of the year. Snake alley. But as you can clearly see, just the dead leaves really at this time. My husband's kind of scraped the ground. A little trail through here right now. So it's a clear path. You can see your feet. So that's all good. This is a nice little trail you can ride through. He actually made this one unbeknownst to me, and we were just riding, and I seen him going down this way, and I was like looking at him like, where are we going? So it's pretty cool. We have trails to places and trails to nowhere, and that's kind of the nifty part. Both the knowns and the unknowns of this property. You never know where you may end up at. You have amazing views, and then you have just like these places that you can go on the property where you can just sit and think, where you really don't have to worry about anybody else bothering you. So that's kind of cool. But this, I kind of like this area right here. Let me see if I can get down here without rolling down this hill. This area right here is it's just like a flat spot right here, and you just can sit and think. You're really just in the middle of nowhere. You can probably almost get lost out here. That's the beauty in it. I mean, you don't want to physically get lost, but to be able to get lost in your thoughts. There's potential to do something down here, but I think leave it as such. Stay tuned, because now you're going to get your own personal ride along of the property with us.